Mia cucina in Italian means my kitchen. And la prima cosa che davvero fare è prendere il faddale. So the first thing that we need to do is put on the faddale. And in honor of my doggy, Reggie, I have a beautiful faddale full of doggies. Look at that, aren't they cute? I just absolutely love this. Well, let's see, where is Reggie on here? I think Reggie kind of looks like this guy over here. Alrighty, I have this amazing, delicious appetizers, and it's a food influencer. I like to bring health to you. You know, the one thing that COVID has really taught us is for us to take better care of ourselves. And when we take better care of ourselves, our health is better. So I am going to show you two amazing appetizers, especially with the football season that is upon us. This is a wonderful deliciousness. And what I have here is 8 ounces of cream cheese. That's what I'm going to start with. I have 8 ounces of cream cheese that I set it all out so it's nice and soft. And then I also have these amazing, wonderful, high fiber, and these are keto, these are large wraps, and they're full of nutrients, and they're also gluten-free as well. And I'm going to be utilizing 1 or 2 depending on how much I think I can make 1 or 2. So what I have here again, 8 ounces of cream cheese. And then what I'm going to do to this 8 ounces of cream cheese, I have 2 minced garlic that I'm going to add in here. This is going to be a nice, healthy, you know, the cheese, sometimes you have to give yourself permission. You know, you don't need to have to eat the whole thing. You can just eat a little bit. I am done with that. And then what I'm going to add to this is I have a 1/4 cup of chopped sun-dried tomatoes that it's in olive oil that I have chopped very, very thin. And I want to make sure that I get it all in here like that. I'm done with that. Very easy. And then what I have here is I took a 1/3 cup of frozen spinach. I washed it, I dried it very well, and that's what I have in here like this. I call this my Italian Fiesta wrap, yes. And then what I want to do to this is I have here a good 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese to make it all nicey yummy. Then I'm just going to take some pepper, fresh pepper. I am not measuring, guys. You don't have to measure, okay? If you want to measure, you go ahead and measure. I'm not going to measure. Okay, I'm done. And then what I did is I took a can of wild-caught tuna, and this is that was in water, not in olive oil. And I'm just going to add it all in here. Make sure that you kind of break it out. This is such a deliciousness. Wait till you guys try this. It's so, so good. I know, tuna in this, I know. I'm like, what? Trust me, it's delicious. Okay, so then what I want to do now is I just want to mix this together. Here, let me not do that because I don't think this is going to work. Let me use it the other way. You know, sometimes I have an idea and it works, sometimes it doesn't. I made this before, and now I remember. I usually put it in the food processor, but I need the food processor for something else, and I don't have 2 food processors. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start mixing this together with my tuna, because the tuna is going to give the protein to this dish. And just kind of, you know, work it, guys. Work it. Let me get this. Let me get a bigger one. This is not going to do it. You know, sometimes that's how life is, you know, you just have to keep trying. Yeah, sometimes it works. I mean, my dishes are delicious, of course. I'm tooting my own horn. So I'm just going to get something that's going to work a little better. Nothing like a good spoon. a wooden spoon. You know, my grandmother would always say, the wooden spoon, you know, and you're going to work it like that. There we go. Look at that. And what I do is I'm going like this. See what I'm doing? This is that technique to get all of these guys in here. What we want to do is we want to mix all of these guys in here. Oh, yes. It smells so good. I can't wait till I eat this. It is a very pretty dish, and it's tasty. And as you can see, I'm not adding any salt to this. It's just that delicious tuna with this beautiful spinach, with the garlic. And I just want to make sure that I just get these guys really incorporated. I am going to put it over here. See what I'm doing, guys? Make sure that it's very well, oh, it smells so wonderful, incorporated. Who would have thought? Cream cheese and tuna, right? Well, I'm telling you, this is how I think. I'm always, you know, I'm always really reaching for difference, you know, trying to get the most outrageous things together. I don't know. Maybe this was done before. I have no idea. I've never seen it. Now that this is getting really good in here, I am just going to take a spoon because I want to taste. Oh yes, I'm dying to taste this because this is going to be yummy. I can't tell you how delicious this is. Okay, I'm done with this guy. Get this out of the way. You can taste, you know, the cheese. So now I am going to get my wrap. I'm going to turn my bowl around like this right here. Because what I'm going to do, guys, is I'll show you. Let me slow down for you because I don't want to go too fast. So I am going to take this beautiful, very beautiful, beautiful high fiber, wonderful tortilla, whatever you want to call it. I call it a pita. And what I want to do is, as you can see, I want to spread this out. Spread it all out. Get this out of the way so you guys can see what I'm doing. Don't be stingy now. Just come all the way to the, almost to the end. Just spread it out. I'm just using a regular, you know, plastic spatula. No stress, guys, okay? No stress. Oh, it's so tasty. It is really, you guys got to really try this. It's a great appetizer, especially if you're going to a party. And I'm actually going to go to a ladies' night at my girlfriend Cola's house today. She's one of my sponsors. And I'm very excited about introducing this wonderful thing. And I asked her, what did she wanted me to bring? And she says, use your creativity. You know, and that's what it's all about, guys. You know, it doesn't have to be stressful. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. And now what I want to do is I really want to this should give me at least couple. But then, of course, the husband wants to try. So I got to make it some for him, you know. We got to do that too. Got to take care of our men. Because our men, you know, we all got to take care of each other. Yes, we need to take care of each other. I know I talk about this all the time, how we need to be kind and loving to each other and stop this fighting and this division. Okay, so now I'm going to start from here, and I'm just going to roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, or you can roll it, roll it, roll it, and see how pretty it becomes. Just roll this and roll this, roll it, keeping it nice and tight. I like to use fresh, and these tortillas are wonderful. I mean, and they work. So now what you want to do is you want to take cellophane, is that what it's? Cling wrap. And I'm just going to take the cling wrap, because what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the refrigerator, and by the time I'm done with the second one, then we're going to take it out, and then I'm going to show you. So now I'm just going to just do it like that. We are going to get the second one. Yes, you're going to have to sit through the whole thing. If not, you don't have to. You know, you can just go do whatever you want to do. Like, you know, life is too short. Don't stress. I'm not going to stress. So now I can make the other one. Save a little bit for the husband, you know, for later, because he wants to try it. Because this is going to the ladies' night out. I'm very excited about this. You know what, it's so wonderful that all these beautiful ladies, they are all so gifted. You know, there's this beautiful lady that makes the most beautiful jewelry. Her name is Jennifer, and she makes the most beautiful jewelry. And then there will be another one of my sponsors there, and she's got the nails. And they all come together to all support one another. And I absolutely love this group of ladies because they all have their own uniqueness about them. They all have their own businesses, women in business. And, you know, and then this beautiful lady, my wonderful sponsor, Cola, she opens up her home to invite all these beautiful ladies so they can all network together. And of course, I just love to bring my food so they can taste this wonderful deliciousness. And I love, you know, when they ask me, what's in it, what's in it, what's in it? So now I have my second one. Again, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to roll, 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 you roll, roly, roly, roll, roly, 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 roly. And these are going to be beautiful. And wait till I show you how I am going to have these. Okay, so then now again, we take the wrap, like a rapa, take it over here, or take this guy out like this. And then I am going to get this guy in here. You know what, if this paper wants to do its thing, let it do its thing. I'm not going to stress because life is too short to stress. You know, and I don't want to stress. I want to be happy. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him in this plate. I'm going to go put this in the refrigerator. I'll be in right the back. Woohoo, right the back. Let me tell you why. Because when you put it in the refrigerator, when you're working with cream cheese and you put it in the refrigerator, the cream cheese is soft, right? So now that we put it in the refrigerator, the cream cheese is going to get a little hardened. So it'll be easier for you to cut. Okay, so I'm done with that. So now I'm going to bring your attention to my next hors d'oeuvre. And it's super easy. All you need to do is to get yourself a nice little food processor like this. Get yourself a bag. I cut a little tiny thing right in here. I have here some tomatoes that I have hauled, okay, because we are going to do my Mexican salad stuffed tomatoes. Yes, Mexican salad stuffed tomatoes. All right, so how do we do this? Very simple. We are going to take, if I can open this, Dario and me don't get along very well. Hey! Okay. I have 1 can of kidney beans. Red kidney beans are all organic, goes into my food processor. I have rinsed them, it's got a little bit of water, that's okay. 1 can of organic corn, because after all, you know, it is, you know, Mexican. I'm gonna keep this bowl. And then what I've done here is that I have taken 1 large carrot, I julienne the carrot. I'm telling you here, that's really good. The food processors work wonderful for that stuff. And then what I have here is 1 red chili. Yes, it's not going to be as hot as you think. 1 red chili is going to go right in here like so, in this beautifulness. Oh, yes, 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 yes. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some cilantro. Just like that, some cilantro that I'm just going to just put in here, just like that. You know, this is organic cilantro, and I'm just going to use just a little bit of that. And then, you know, we're going to taste. But before we do that, what I have here, guys, is that I have a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper. I have a 1/4 cup of olive oil that I am going to add in here like so. I want to make sure that I get my entire olive oil. I also have some on the side so I can kind of watch. And then what I've done here is I've taken an entire lime juice, and I'm just going to add an entire lime juice right into this. Right into this. Okay, done with that. Finito. Let me get this out of the way. Get yourself, you know, the olive oil that we may need to drizzle more on there. Because, you know, sometimes I'm not precise. I'm not very good at giving you all these. I try to give you you know, the measurements. Okay, so then now I just want to pulse it. I'm going to pulse it, pulse it, pulse it, pulse it all you can, pulse it all you can, pulse it, la 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 la, pulse it, pulse it. And now, oh yeah, baby. I'm going to open this up. And then what I want to do is I kind of want to come around to make sure that everybody's incorporated in here. Oh, this looking so good. It looks like a fiesta. Actually, the whole thing looks like a fiesta. I just love color. I love color. If you don't like color, get over it. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to taste. Gonna get some pepper. I'm gonna add a little bit of more cilantro. It needs a little more cilantro for my taste. If you don't like a lot of cilantro, well, too bad for you. I'm just kidding, just kidding. Just add some more cilantro to this because we're gonna be using some more cilantro for later. And then what I'm gonna do here is I am going to bring some salt, a good teaspoon of salt that's going to go in there. I don't like to use a lot of salt because salt retains water. So now I am going to do, that's why I use the lemon juice. So now I'm just going to mix it together. Now I'm going to open it again because I want to taste. We got to taste for season. Oh yes, oh. For my taste, it's delicious, but I'm going to bring something else. Aspetta. Aspetta in Italian means to wait. To wait. Because I have just decided at the last nick of time that I want to add a teaspoon of cumin. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of cumin, and I am using organic cumin. I just want to take a teaspoon. If you don't like cumin, you can omit it, but I like cumin, and I'm going to add cumin. You know, sometimes I add cumin, sometimes I don't add cumin. It depends on how I'm feeling, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. We are perfectly imperfect. All right, so now I am going to taste it on the other side of the spoon. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm going to add some more cumin. Because you know what? Why not? So I'm going to add another teaspoon of cumin. That's 2 teaspoons of cumin. We go as we go. Life is too short to be stressing about everything, okay? I'm not going to stress. I am too blessed to be stressed. All right, so now I'm just going to continue because what we want to do, guys, is we really want to work this conjunction. Okay, so now that I'm done with this, I'm going to grab my bag. Let's see how this is going to work out, right? Oh, I'm not very good at piping. I have everything to pipe, but I just can't seem to know how to pipe. Okay, let me find where the hole is. There's a hole right there. So I've seen that you can open them like this. I'm done with all that. And I'm going to take my concussion over here. Because let me tell you this, I am going to save that because I can take those pitas and I can make me some delicious, wonderful, wonderful things with it. So now we got our protein, we got all of this. So then now we're going to take our little tomatoes. Okay? Let's see how this is going to play out. And I'm going to take my tomato and I'm just going to just fill up that tomato. I'm turning that tomato around and I want to fill my little tomato. These will sit in the refrigerator. And I'm just going to fill my little tomatoes around like that. They're so cute. My little stuffed tomatoes. See, look at that, isn't it cute? Got that one there. I know that I should have a tip to this thing. but you know, be gentle with it. Fill them all the way, because these have to travel. Let me bring this down some more. You know, I should really take a cake decorating class, but I just don't have the time. Oh, there we go, right here. I'm gonna do right there the same thing with that. Oh, these guys are so cute. So I'm just gonna continue to do that right there. And what I like, you know, there we are. So Halloween tomatoes are really not that hard, guys. It's very simple. You know, you just have to kind of cut the membranes. I know that these guys are kind of moving around everywhere, and but that's okay, because I'm just up from here. They're going to go, you know, in the refrigerator. Okay, these are going to be right here, like that. And you know, another thing too, this makes a great dip. Yes, this makes a great dip. You can actually, you know, serve it with chips. So, oops, it came out the other way. You gotta laugh at yourself, guys. You gotta laugh at yourself. There we go. Almost done. Hang in there, guys. All right. I think you're starting to understand where I'm going with this. I like to put them all together so they can all hang out. I know they're kind of moving around, but what you could do is you could put some sour cream on the bottom, okay, of these guys. They're finger foods, so I really don't want to do that too much. And this one over there. Get this over here, like so. Yeah, the thing with the bag, it's a very interesting concept, you know. I'm just cleaning my hands over here. Okay, we're just going to continue to do this. We just got a few more tomatoes. Okay. Of course, I can always use the other. But like I said, the other one can be, if you want it to be, you can make it like a, you know, like a, you can put chips around it. And you can have that also as a dip. It makes a great dip, guys. A great dip. All right, we got one more left. I know this guy. Oh! It went all over the place. Okay, well, it's okay. I clean up later. All right, so I'm done with that now. And now these little guys, they look like that. All right, but I'm not done yet. Let me grab something to wipe my hands with. Get this out of the way. And then what I want to do is I want to take some wonderful, there we go. See what I'm using? I'm using a little bit of the wonderful, and if you don't like to garnish it, but I like to garnish it. You know, you can garnish it with parsley. I am using the cilantro to garnish it, and I'm just going to just put it right into the tomato like so. So it just takes a little time, and you can go really quick or not go very quick. These guys will move around because I do not have them in the sour cream. I am not going to use sour cream. I already have enough cream with the other guys, and I just don't want to put a lot of that. All right, so that one goes there. That one goes right here. This guy goes right there. Got to make sure that your hands are very, very clean when you're dealing with food. Right here. Get this guy right there. They're coming along lovely. There we go. Just got to get them to stand up a little bit more here. And then what I'll do is later, I will, instead of sour cream, I'm probably going to be using some yogurt. Because yogurt, if you add a little bit of lemon to the yogurt, it kind of tastes like sour cream, especially if you're watching, you know, what you're eating. I got some more over here. There we are. you know, you would think that they look like Italian ones, but it's not, you know, it kind of messes with your mind. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, you know, that looks like it's an Italian hors d'oeuvre. There we go. I just have 2 more pieces to go. Right here, it's 1. Use my fork to get it all in there. Because, you know, after all, these little guys have to have their flavor. There we go. And then what they're looking like, they look like that. All right, so I'm just gonna put these in the refrigerator. I'm gonna go grab the other ones. I'll be right back. We're almost finito here. So next now you can make these guys ahead of time. And let me just move this out of the way here to get the, right there. Now, you can make these ahead of time, leave them overnight, but I'm just going to show you how I'm going to plate it, because I want you to see this. This is very clean. Everything that I use is very, very clean. My hands, just give myself a quick rinse. Okay, perfect. So then what I want to do now is I want to bring my platter. Get yourself a platter, because this is what, you know, how I'm going to serve it. And I'm going to take this guy out of the roller here. And then you can use the same same cellophane, you know, to cover it when you put it in the refrigerator to keep it moist. All right, so I'm just going to get myself it saturated in the cute I love color. All right, so I'm just going to get this, and so I'm going to put this on the side like that, and I'm just going to take very gently, take that, and then just, oh yes, and then I'm just going to start putting it on my platter. And then I'm going to, I start, you know, you could start like that. Very gently, very, very gently. Oh yeah. Oh, they look so good. And see, they look like that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. And we're just going to continue to do these. You can smell the tuna. You can just smell the whole entire, it just smells so good. Oh yes. Now I'm going to do it like that. You know, you don't want to make them very, very thick, because, you know, it's not meant to be very, very thick. See how beautiful that looks? So the more it sits in the refrigerator, okay, the more it'll be easier for you to cut. So I'm just going to come here. Now I'm putting the pedal to the middle and letting it roll here. It had time in the refrigerator while we were doing the other ones. Oh yes. I'm gonna get this one over here, because, you know, food is food. All right, now I'm gonna get the other one. Oh yeah, baby. It's coming along very lovely, very nice. Get this out, cut this off, and trust me, we're gonna eat that. Those are the round ones. Okay, so I'm gonna use that. See how easy this is, guys? See, hors d'oeuvres, they don't have to be complicated. They can be easy. And I'm just trying to bring you easy and healthy. And this is so tasty, so tasty. You gotta try this, guys. All right, so now I'm gonna get these other guys like so, like that. I'm gonna show you how I'm plating them. I'm kind of going standing up on them. And I'm telling you, every time I have these at a party, they just fly. They're just gone. I'm gonna take this one, cut that in half. And I'm gonna put it right there, like so. Okay, so then now you have this, right? Now let me go grab my little tomatoes. they had a little bit of time hanging out in the refrigerator. They're going to go back into the refrigerator. And I am just going to start putting them around. It makes such a pretty, pretty dish. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is so nice. I mean, you know, when you go to a party, or a ladies' night, or wherever you're going to go, you want to be able to have healthy, wonderful things instead of having so much bread. I mean, there's nothing wrong with bread, but this is a much healthier alternative, and that's what I wanted to bring to you. So then now that you have this, let me show you the Mexican style stuffed tomatoes and my Italian Fiesta wrap. Let me show it to you guys. Look how beautiful they are. Look at that. I know it's kind of hard because the tomatoes are going everywhere, but let me bring this to you. You see how cute he is? Oh, and they're they're bocatinis. Bocatinis are like little bites. And I will put something down so they don't move around. And then look at this beautiful, look at this Mexican. You see how beautiful that is? So I want to thank all of my sponsors. I want to thank you for joining me, and thank you. Have a beautiful day.